Raz from the. Alright, lobby's up. I'm streaming my POV, but I do not have Discord on, so they can't hear you. Just so you know. I'm about to put this in. Alright, alright. All right. If anybody was watching that game, thank you so much for being here. That was a nice little Akron professional win. We will now be transitioning to the Superstar game, I think. I should actually probably check if they're even online. Whitlock is online, so I'm assuming that they are playing, but let me quick at them and find out. Because if not, then I will not be streaming it, obviously. Alright, looks like they are playing, so I will be joining the lobby at soon. Okay. Let me actually quick go to BAL and reset this. So, oh boy. Okay, no, we're good. Just waiting on them to host, and then we will get going. And we are in. Hopping in on Driftwoods for this Superstar game. Let me see. So we're playing against Baltimore. Let me check out the roster for Baltimore, see if I know any of these guys. We'll be playing up against Unfriable Apples, Quesadilla, and Swish. I know Quesadilla and Swish are both very good players, and Unfriables are first overall, so I'm assuming this team is pretty good. If I take a look at the Superstar standings, Akron is currently in 4th with a record of 6-2, and Baltimore is 13th with a record of 3-5. So Akron, definitely the favorites in this one. But obviously, you never know. Just because someone is favored does not mean they're going to win. But this Akron team is pretty good. They made some changes in about week 1 or 2, I think, to acquire Maidens Nate to pair him up with Whitlock and Mini Naquan. I think Whitlock said that there'd be some subbing today for us for like 1 or 2 games. I don't know. Oh, Maidens Nate telling me that they might be forfeiting. So we are just going to chill here until we find out what's happening. Wouldn't be upset with a forfeit. That means I could go do whatever for 20 minutes. I'd actually play some guitar while we wait. Probably if Effie in their third isn't responding is what they see. Effie and FF Carl.
just a game to you. We're in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong, but I was wrong. I was wrong if you could get by, trying not to lie, and things wouldn't be so confused, and I wouldn't feel so used, but you always really knew. I just wanna be with you. We're in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Hell yeah. Still no update on the game, though. As it is looking like it's probably going to be a... Thanks, Nessie. It's probably going to be a forfeit. Go Akron. Screw you, Baltimore. Just kidding. Carl Pillow may need you to sub for Chow this week. For Balt? Oh, I'm actually stupid. Okay, I guess I'm rearranging my schedule for Friday and Rob Cameron's schedule. Okay, well, look at that. Anyway, I do not believe we will be playing a Superstar game, so I will probably just continue to play some guitar until World Class starts. Although, if they want to start World Class early, we totally could. So let me ask Busy. In the meantime,
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. Ah, ooh, ah, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you'll like. This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself, and there's something about a shelf. Ah, ooh, ah, and they've come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
hell yeah. I have 5 viewers? Sick. I low-key can probably just leave this because we're obviously not playing. Sad day. Sad day. And it looks like we aren't starting World Class early. Unfortunate. So we're going to have to wait 15 minutes for that. Super sick and super fun. Why is it so delayed? Interesting. Anyway. Let me see if that's right. Yeah, I don't really know. Let's see, how should we pass the time for the next 15 minutes? Those are kind of the 2 songs I know the best. Like, I can actually just, like, sit down and play them all the way through. So, I'm not sure if there's really more I can get out of the guitar. I might just play Linger again. Why not? It's a fun one, and maybe there's someone new in the, oh, I'm getting Discord pinged. I should check that. Where are the pings coming from? What the hell? Alright, just gonna go back to Linger.
If you could return, don't let it burn. Don't just your attitude, and it's tearing me apart, and it's ruining every day. Oh, I swore it could be true, but honey, so did you. So why were you holding her hand? Was it just the way you stand? Were you lying all the time? Was it just a game to you? And I'm in so deep, oh fuck, deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? I thought the world of you. I thought nothing could go wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. You. Damn it, man. These messing me up. If you could get by, trying not to lie, then things wouldn't be so confused, and I wouldn't feel so used. But you always really knew I just wanna be with you, and I'm in so deep. You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Cool. Alright. I'm going on hold until world class starts. Deuces. Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. We are about to get started with some world-class action. Actually, I'm low-key gonna just put that back on, just to get some music going. Cool. Alright, yeah, I got some world-class action going. We did not have a superstar or a novice stream, unfortunately, because the novice team rescheduled their game and the superstar team, their opponents forfeited. So good win for the Akron superstar team, I guess. But yeah, I assume we'll be beginning this world class one here shortly in the next few-ish minutes. I have not been able to watch this world-class team play, honestly, that much, even though I'm their caster. There have just been a few weeks where they either didn't, like, they played, like, the Superstar game went late, so they played without me and just didn't wait, which is totally fine. There have been some that I just wasn't, or, like, I just haven't really seen, I think I've seen this team play 1 or maybe 2 times on a stream. So I'm not as familiar as I am. I'm not as familiar with them as I am the other Akron teams, like Novice and Superstar. So this will be exciting. I'm glad to get a watch on these guys. I know they're playing against some pretty solid players like Avalanche and likewise, who I know from MCS. So that'll be fun. I assume that will be. I know Gavalanche wanted to wait the whole time because he just got back from a long car ride. So I'm assuming they're just finishing their warm up, and we will be getting started momentarily. Alright. Appears to me that we are getting started, although we have... Alright, they just have the wrong team names, but doesn't matter, because my overlay is still correct. Not my fault. I did what I could, and all 6 of them were in here, so they didn't really want to restart. Fine by me. So, yeah, as we... Oh, let me actually... I want to be on... Okay. There we go. That's what I want to see. So yeah, we've got almost an open out there for Cajunnator. So on the Akron side, we've got Y Busy, Cajunnator, and Nez. As Busy gets the scoring early and often here for Akron. Let's take a quick peek at this replay, actually see what happened, because I was not looking. He just gets a shot, goes low. Gavalanche with no boost, thought he was going to go high. Unfortunate for him. Why does it keep doing that? My goodness. Anyway, we've got Y Busy, Cajunnator, and Nez on Akron. Nez is a new pickup. I was just talking to the team. It sounds like he just started playing for Akron about 5 hours ago. So this will be their first match. I guess they might have played earlier, and I don't know how it went, but this is their first stream match with this new team. I do not know for sure if he will be a permanent roster player. I believe he is on the roster, though. So today is maybe like a makeshift tryout for him as he takes the ball at the wall. And then on the side of the Baltimore Boxers, we've got Gavalanche, Tyler, and Core. I'm pretty familiar with Gavalanche from... So it looks like Likewise was supposed to be on this team, but looks like he is not playing today. He must have a sub. I'm pretty familiar with Gavalanche from MCS. I know he's an excellent player. Was highly drafted in both of those leagues. And as far as standing goes, Baltimore is the current 10 seed, and Akron is the current 11 seed. So these are two middle-of-the-road teams, super evenly matched. Both teams playing with, I don't know if I want to call Nezzy a sub, because I don't know if he was a free agent, so maybe you could call him a sub, but I think they kind of do plan to go with him going forward. So you would think, since Baltimore has a sub going, that the side, or it would be to Akron's favor to win the series. They're up 1-0, which is good to see, as there's a demo coming in. Tyler bangs this one downfield, but Nezzy can be there to take care of it. Gavalanche tries to put this one mid for somebody, but nobody home. Nez with some boost is going to be able to take this one up the wall and get maybe one or two more touches. Tyler goes missing, but now he is able to cherry pick on the orange half, as he does, in fact, get a shot on from that position. Cajun with a good flick over one. Another good flick over another player. Nezzy and Cajunator 2v1 on the blue side, as no demos can happen, and this one is probably just going to be banged away by the Baltimore Boxers. Core, the sub, who I'm not familiar with, going to try and put some pressure on. Cajunator has some boost. He's going to try and get a touchdown to his teammate. Just goes a little bit too far past it. Gavalanche now with an opportunity to make a solo play. Goes for the fake musty. Gets one. Continues to this corner with no boost, but it's almost another touch there. Would have been a good pass to Tyler, who was camping. Core puts it down to the blue half on his own net. Thought for a second he might have ungled, but they're going to escape this one. About half the game down, Akron still holding on to this 1-0 lead that they received early on in this game from the Busy goal. Speaking of Busy, he goes up trying to defend this one. Cajunator. A good touch. A couple good touches, but Core going to be able to intercept that one. A touch from Gavalanche. A great bump from Cajunator. Good awareness on him to know that Gavalanche had more boost and was able to take more touches if he didn't get that bump. Honestly, a relatively, for as good as these players are, and this is not coming from a place of ego or that I'm better than any of these players, but it seems slower for a world-class game where I know the quality of players and what these guys can accomplish. But I guess part of the reason that these upper lobbies can look slower is not because the players themselves aren't moving slower. It's because they're not wasting any motion. You know, like, everything they're doing is calculated, and they have no wasted motion, no wasted boost. So while it looks like they might not be going as fast as you would think these players would be, it's much more calculated, much more consistent, much more controlled, and that would just, you know, make it look like they're not going quite as fast. But realistically, these players are much faster than any other league when they need to be, much more mechanical, much more consistent. As a minute left, Akron's still holding on to this 1-0 lead, which is all they need if they can just keep the ball on this blue half and not allow any pressure on their offense, or on their defensive side, excuse me. Tyler going to try and shut me up, though, as he takes the ball down the field. Cajunator now with full boost and possession. He's going to get a few more touches down the field. Finds his teammate Nez for the shot, but a great save on the back line by Gavalanche to knock that one away. I thought that was almost surely going to be a goal. Excellent pass and shot from both players, but sometimes there's not much you can do if there's a great save. Another good save there from Nez is Tyler. Two Akron players committing for that one, but it's not going to matter. Cajunator going to go for a 50 and gets one with no boost, kind of flailing last second. 30 seconds now for this Baltimore Boxers team. They need to find something, as they've had some offensive pressure this game, but really nothing super threatening, as Akron's done a good job of keeping them at bay. A little bit of awkwardness on the back line there, but is handled. 15 seconds now. We've been on the orange half for about 15 seconds. Maybe a shot coming in there, but a great last-second save from Cajunator as he knocks that one away. Core has to go for this as he's 5 seconds left. Nez just going to go missing. Tyler, with the last opportunity, has a good flick. A bump, maybe someone trying to get a bump. Busy going to be able to get a 50. Never mind, it goes over him. A shot potentially coming in, and that one just barely knocks away as Kent State takes this first game 1-0. They got that goal early on from the Busy shot, and then just no offense was able to be had from the Pioneers. Taking a look at the box score, 8 saves in total for this Akron team, as they did a good job keeping the offense from Baltimore at bay. 0 goals, obviously, and 0 assists from them, as they're looking to get on the board in this next game. As an Akron fan, I am happy to see how that first game went. As I said before, Akron is currently in 11th place. That's, that's the definition of not good, not bad, you know? They, I know how good of a player, how good of players that we have here in Akron, so obviously, and the season's still young. There's tons of regular season games, there's another major, so I have full faith in this Akron world-class team to make a second half run and to bring themselves to the top half of the lineup, and it starts with games like this. If they can take care of teams that not only are good, but are next to them in standings, that's really, really huge. Excellent shot from Gavalanche to follow up his own miss. It was low boost. Got the pre-flip to go just above Nez and go straight down to himself. That's an excellent solo play there from Gavalanche. That's what you need after not scoring a single time in the last game if you're Baltimore. They're looking to put another one on here as Nez does a good job on the defensive side. Shadow defending. Busy. Going to maybe be able to pinch this one. Doesn't get too many touches, but actually gets one more than I thought he was going to have. But yeah, as I was saying, getting wins, it's one thing to get wins against, points are points is the main thing. But when you're able to get wins against people that are close to you in standings, it just helps to separate yourselves from those teams that are close to you. It's one thing if the 3 seed takes 5 points from the 16 seed, as Core with a good double touch. Busy couldn't really do much about this except own goal. It's one thing if you're the 3 seed taking down the 16 seed, like, really there's not a ton of movement going on there. But if you're the 11 and you beat the 10, like, that's a switch in the standings that you're going to see. Like, those are really crucial points. Good shot there from Nez, but even better save from Gavalanche as he's making his mark early in this game, too. Another shot there from Core and Nez with the last-second save, but this one, honestly, it probably will be a goal. Never mind, Gavalanche goes missing, but it's not going to matter as Tyler's there to follow it up. Really interesting story here in Game 2 as Baltimore could not find a single goal in Game 1, and now already in the first minute and 8 seconds, they've notched 3 goals onto the scoreboard. Really, just a really crazy turnaround, and honestly, this is kind of what happened in my professional series. I'm not sure if anybody currently watching was here for that. Obviously, it was just my POV because we didn't have a caster. But in Game 1, we lost bad. We lost like 5-1. Like, we got absolutely shit on. And then we proceeded to win the next 3 games by an average of like 3 goals and won 3-1. So it just, Game 1 really can be a feel-out game for both teams, especially if it's 2 teams that really haven't seen each other before. Like, in my series, obviously, I've never played against the Baltimore professional team, not in a scrim or anything, so Game 1 can be kind of a feel-out game, and after that, once you get a feel for the team, what they want to do, what their players are good at, how they work together, it can be a lot different. So, for that Game 1, for the Baltimore to lose 0-1, could definitely have been a feel-out game from them, to figure out really what this Akron team wants to do. Almost a really sick double tap from Nez. 2 players then committed for Akron, though, so this, I guess, if Gavalanche called that one off, that was a pretty sick communication from them. I thought Nez was going to peek his balls off and hit that sick double, but he just hits the post, as Akron is still looking for their first goal of the game. Digging themselves a hole early. Baltimore doing a great job. Another double tap opportunity, and that one also goes wide. I would talk my talk, but I know I would miss those 2 shot attempts by way more than what these guys are missing, so I'm not even going to bother talking shit about their double tap misses. Busy going up for a 50 on Gavalanche, but he gets the beat. Cajunator tries to take a 50, but that one's just going to go straight in. I did kind of have a feeling that this might happen from the angle. I noticed Cajunator just get maybe not the touch he wanted right there, and it kind of bounced out. Core just able to read that one and just kind of pre-flip, but also just understand what Cajunator wanted to do. Good read from him, and this one is starting to get out of hand for this Akron Kings world-class team. Potentially another goal here. Good save there from Nez, though, is on the very last second he's able to knock that one away. He now touches the wall up once to Cajunator, but Tyler, like Revis Island, intercepts that one. An interesting touch there. Tyler's going to get one out mid. Core is able to get a touch and sees Gavalanche on the backboard, but Nez also there to knock that one away. You would really think that if you're Akron, you got to start scoring, like, basically right now if you want any sort of a chance to compete in this game, too. This could definitely be a go next game from them, which happens. Like in our game 1 when we lost 5-1, like all 3 of us in the comms were like, yeah, this is just a go next. Like, don't stress about it. We'll come back. So this could definitely just be a go next game from Akron, as That's going to be another goal. 5-0. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. They're going to have to talk about something in between these two games. Obviously, there could be some just chemistry issues. I said earlier on that Nez is... He basically just joined the server 5 hours ago. Like, this is the first time that they've been playing. And with that, like, with being the first time they play together, it comes some obvious chemistry stuff. I mean, you just build rapport with players the longer you play with them, and it's really tough to have that instant chemistry where you're locked in within 5 hours, you know? So, while he's playing really good, that could definitely just be a variable as to why this game is going like this. Not to say that I'm noticing double commits or bad comms or anything, but good save from Busy. Oh my goodness. I thought that one was in for sure. Yeah, not to say that they're playing badly or like I notice him double committing or it seems they're not committing, anything like that. It's just one thing that you need to take into account. But at the same time, Core is a sub. I do want to quickly check if he's just the fourth, or let me quick check. Never mind, there's not fourths. So yeah, Core would definitely be a... He's not even the superstar sub up, yeah. So he is a free agent. So while Nez just joined and I can say that they don't have a ton of rapport with the team, Core's a free agent. Like, they've probably never played with this roster before. So the same thing applies, and they're making it work. 6-0 now in game 2. I mean, Avalanche. I'll be really interested to see the box score at the end of this one because yeah, this Baltimore team is just putting it on him in this game too. GG's to Baltimore for this game, too. They needed that one. Occasionally they're asking for a new server. Even though nobody's lagging. That might be cope. A lot of points, obviously, from Baltimore in that one. 8 shots from... Okay, well, okay, I just can't read that. Cool. We will be switching the server around as everybody leaves, and we will join momentarily. Yeah, that was just an offensive onslaught from Baltimore. Akron really wasn't... I feel like a lot of those goals that Baltimore scored really weren't contested. Like, no one really was there to put a hand up from Akron. I feel like if they're able to just have a guy be consistently back, they give themselves... Because they made some great saves. Like, if there's a guy back, they have the defensive ability to make stops. But it seemed in that one that, you know... there just was nobody back. A lot of open nets, maybe some double commits upfield from Akron. But that's, I think, if you go for a strategy change in this game 3, I think maybe keeping somebody deep third, or at least being more cognizant if you're third man of where your teammates are and what counterattacks might be possible, that might be the strategy switch that they need. Because allowing 6 goals and scoring none, I mean, obviously defense wins championships, but at the same time, you can't win if you don't score. So their offense needs to step up. But their defense right there, I mean, they just simply weren't... They weren't back. There was just not a guy back. Avalanche trying to start this one early and often. Good touch from Tyler out mid. That's maybe another shot opportunity, but Busy going to fake that one excellently. Avalanche totally bought the high touch. A flick coming in from Busy. A good shot from Busy and a good save from Tyler as Baltimore's not making the mistake that Akron makes of not having anybody back. Busy going to try to put that one mid. Just a little bit too soft, and Core was able to read that one. Nez is last back. I literally just spoke about this. Nez was the last player back here, and he just got too far up. He was above midfield, or past midfield. A touch came by that he wasn't ready for, and because he was so far up, unfortunately, it's a 2-on-0. Like, there's nothing he can do. That's a good shot, though, from Nez. It's like that last shot, or that last overcommit from him never happened as he gets the kickoff goal. And, I mean, that's perfectly placed. Tyler had a decent amount of that net actually covered from the corner. 1-1 now in 30 seconds. Both teams, this is looking to be a much closer game than... I guess the first game was close, but both teams finally scoring in the same game as Baltimore was shut out in game 1 and Akron was shut out in game 2. So maybe both of these teams figuring each other out just a little bit more as these games are going on. Nez goes missing, but Busy able to get there and maybe gets another 50. A great dunk from him. Surely this is an open net. Cajun just can't get the shot, but Nez is there. Great block from Gavalanche. A 50 going on the goal line, and that's excellent prowess from the defense of the Baltimore Boxers to not allow a goal there, as they had no boost. Akron had the leverage, and still they didn't allow it. This is a full field pinch from both players, and it will be in from Busy. Let's get another look at how this one happened. Cajinator and Tyler Tyler hits it right into Cajinator. Cajinator knew that he was going to try to put it mid and just simply said, if you want to try and hit it to that direction, I'm going to block you, and better yet, we're going to pinch this into your net. Lucky break for Akron, you could say, but it's one they needed, as getting any sort of lead here is huge. Now they can hope to build on that lead just a little bit. Infield pass to Core. That's a good shot, but Nez with a good pop up. Tyler up, has only one touch, goes for the fake. Double commit there from Baltimore, but it honestly still might work. Never mind. Kitchener with a good. He has to be able to shoot that one, but fake challenges, knowing to be a defender smartly, as he would have been beat to that one. Nez gonna smartly take this one back as he collects boost and is unfortunately demoed. Another bump comes in, but I forget who was there for that, was able to knock it away. And Gavalanche with just a powerful dunk here on the goal line of the Akron Kings to tie this game up. Tyler gets a great touch off the ceiling. Gavalanche with a pre-flip. Oh my goodness. That's just crazy from him. I mean, he knows as long as he's on the left side of that player, that defender, he's got a chance to 50 at the net. But what heads-up play from him to be able to pre-flip onto that. Nez going to show off some mechanics here. Core was floating and nothing happened. Cajinator maybe with a shot just wide from him. Busy with a pop. Hopefully there's a teammate there. Nobody is able to go up and no one has any boost. This one's open. Nez is up for no reason. Maybe looking for a bump, and Busy got a little bit confused and just hit that one off. Cajinator with a great touch though. Good save from Tyler. That was good offense, better defense. Core gonna pop this one out toward the mid. That's gonna be a dunk from Cajinator. I'm not sure if this was a dunk or a beat. We're gonna have to see this again on the cam. Core with a, I think he maybe wanted some more power on it. Yeah, a dunk from Cajinator. Gavalanche had to make a touch, so he did the right thing by going up for that one, but Cajinator just dusting him and going up on top to make this a 3-2 ball game. Much more offense from both these teams, as I was about to say, Tyler tying this game up 3 apiece. Man, I mean, Akron pulling ahead, and then Baltimore just immediately answering with a big 50 dunk there from Tyler. This has been a pretty even series. I mean, a shutout in Game 1, an opposite shutout in Game 2, and now in Game 3. Both teams with 3 apiece, finally finding some offense. Busy almost able to put that one on. Nez going to be able to 50 that with Busy. Gavalanche, full boost, sees a player up. Might try to take this one low. Does, but gets 50. It's all good, though, because Core was ready for that. As he gets a breezy or musty or something I can't do is what that is. Cajinator going to take the corner boost. Core has potentially more, but Busy does a great job with no boost, cutting that one off in the air. A good beat there from Nez. He then gets beat by Gavalanche. Cajinator up, but he is clean dusted. Core, another touch mid, might end up being a goal as Busy got no boost. A 50 still hovering in front of this orange net as the orange defenders trying to find some boost and get some possession so they can get this ball out of here. That one's on, almost in. Nez, not sure if he meant to miss it or if he knew it was out. Core going to be able to get another touch here. Nez surely has that save. Awkward touches all around. No, it seems a lot of players are out of boost. Nez looking for a demo, but Core able to jump around and get a touch. Cajinator should be able to follow this as Nez continues to look upfield for a demo. Finds the demo on Tyler. This is momentarily open, but just a weak touch, and Tyler able to respawn in time. Gavalanche going to get that predictable redirect touch. Core with a great touch from him, and maybe a 50 as a teammate gets a great touch. He's going to try and shoot this to the right side. Cajinator there to save Nez as he was just too far from post. 30 seconds left. Both teams have 3 goals. Great save there from Cajinator. This one's getting really, really close. 20 seconds left. Ball hovering around midfield. Nez with a great pop over one. Gavalanche beats Cajanator. Busy. Going to be able to maybe get one more touch if he had some more boost. Potentially, he could have scored that one. Nez finds his teammate to the left. Cajanator with a shot. 2 players commit for that save, but make it. Cajanator, great touch mid. Another great save from Tyler. This one's still hanging around the mid. And that's just excellent, excellent defense from the Baltimore Boxers to save a few actual good shots from Akron there. A couple infield passes back-to-back, too, from Akron that looked really promising. Unfortunately for them, they just could not get one to fall. We have the first overtime of the series. As I'd mentioned, both games previously have been shutouts for either team. Finally, we get a lengthy game, an overtime game. A dunk comes in the midfield, Busy. A pinch maybe attempt there from Cajanator, but it didn't work out. Cajanator should probably be able to control this. A demo comes in. Busy has killed Tyler, so if Bang can come in from Nez, a pass to Cajanator, but he backflips. They're doing good jobs of demoing the last player, Akron is, but unfortunately after that player's dead, there's really not a ton of offensive pressure being put on. Maybe the demos are just unpredictable. Cajanator might be able to get a beat here. Never mind. Tyler does a good job reading that play, as he's going to maybe try and go for a bang. Every player in the lobby jumping for that one. This is a dangerous 50. Nez needs to be able to find some sort of a touch. He goes for a fake. Gavalanche knows he's going for a fake and is able to beat Cajanator. 1 minute down in this overtime. Still no answer from either team. Both looking to not go down 1-2, as that just dig yourself a hole, and you've got to win 2 straight games, which is never easy in world class. Shot, maybe opportunity would have been there if that was put on. Tyler going to be able to bang this one up to his teammate. Maybe a touchdown mid for the other teammate. A passing play. A great save from Cajanator to read the shot. Another touch coming in from Tyler, but Busy with the last second save. Some crazy defensive showing for both teams in this game 3, as there have been a lot of good opportunity, as I thought that might be a demo and a goal, but Tyler able to avoid the demo and get it out. I mean, this is just an excellent showcase as to why these players are in this tier. Defense is one of the biggest variables between, as a great infield pass from Nez, and Cajanator throws this one home. I was just shut up about the defense, as that's one of the things you can tell. Oh, they changed the team names too, W. That's one of the biggest differences between lower level lobbies and higher level lobbies, is the defense is just so much better in the higher level lobbies, and you can predict the better shots. As we take a look at the scoreboard here, how many saves for Akron? Looks like 8 again. Nothing really too wild in the box scores. Cajanator with 700 points, bringing his team to victory with that overtime win. And now we've got Akron up 2-1. This is huge for them, as like I said, it's just super tough in this division to go down 2 and then win 2 games in a row. That's just never where you want to be. So huge, huge stuff from them to be able to take down game 3. And now they're just 1 game away from taking this series down with, I mean, Nez holding his own, playing well for sure in this series. He, as I mentioned before, he's only been on the team for 5 hours. Gavalanche showing off some ones. Gets a great touch, but a good touch from Nez. Yeah, it can be tricky. When you got a guy on your team who's only been there for 5 hours, you really never know how it's going to go. You want him to work out, especially if you're having roster problems, and you pick up a free agent, you want him to work out, so it's just an easy fix. Like, okay, you worked really well for this team. We're gonna add you to the team. It's really that simple. This was a tryout, and you made your way to the team. I don't know if this Akron team was having roster problems to necessitate. Oh wow, that's a great solo play from Cajanator. We got to see this one again. Goes around 1, goes around 2, goes around 3, and then just flicks it right over Core. He beat everybody and Core twice on that solo play. Excellent stuff from him. Play of the week type shit. Excellent lead from Akron, as they needed to get ahead in this one. Up 1-0, and they're just going to try and spend the rest of this game not allowing any more goals. An odd touch back, but Nez should be able to take care of this. A demo comes in. Cajanator demoed Core, which should alleviate some offensive pressure for this Akron team. Tyler with a solid 50. Nez going to go for another 50, but Tyler with a good job to block that one, because that looked like it might have been pretty fast. Cajanator goes down. Unfortunately, it's right to Tyler, who might have a free double touch. He gets it close. That would have been a crazy angle, so I don't even blame him for missing. Got pretty close. Busy with a mistouch, and that's going to be a goal. unless I'm seeing something, this looks like just not the touch Busy wanted. Yeah, I have no idea what that was or what he pressed on his controller to make that happen. But it's what he got, and he's probably pissed. He's probably pissed about it. Regardless, we've got a 1-1 game now. That's exactly the kind of break that Baltimore needed, unfortunately, for Akron. That's not how you want to see a goal get scored. Especially when you know the skill level of all these players. You never want just a missed touch or a skill issue to be the reason you get scored on. As Busy going to try and redeem himself. Goes low, gets the pinch, or went for the pinch at least. His teammate thought it might be the best to catch him off guard with a shot. Busy gets beat, but Nez now with the ball and with some boost. He opts to bang that one off the sidewall and make it a little bit awkward for Baltimore. Busy gonna get a shot on down left, and he slots it home. At first, I thought and was gonna suggest that he should go for a pass here, but yeah, he didn't have... Did he have anyone mid? I'm not even sure. No, he wouldn't have. So good shot from him to recognize that bottom left opening in the goal, and also just to be able to come back after that. Basically, as Nez scores again. As that one goal that they let him was basically all Busy's fault. So then to be able to come back and score and make it not matter is huge for him. As now Akron up 3-1 in this game 4. A little bit of a hole here for Baltimore as they've now have to score twice just to see overtime. Core going to try and make it happen. Gets a good touch, but a great block there from Cajanator. I thought that one was going to be in for sure. Tyler demoing Nez, who had possession of the ball. And this one's just going to be a shot from Gavalanche, who is just playing unbelievably in this series so far, even though his team is down. Every player in the lobby with no boost, and Gavalanche recognizes that and just takes the quick shot, and it's exactly what they needed. Just down 1 now is Baltimore on the back of Gavalanche. Even though he's on the bottom of the scoreboard, I guess I have no idea what I'm talking about. Good block from Busy. Baltimore with some offensive pressure here. 2 players in net. You'd think it'd be a save, and it is. Tyler maybe going for the redirect, but misses. Gavalanche with another pop shot, and that's going to fall in. Gavalanche just playing janitor right now and cleaning up all of these passes from his team. A fake comes in there. Gavalanche again with no boost, but is just able to get that perfect touch that he needs to pop over all the defenders. I mean, yeah, it's just an excellent job from him to recognize that he's out of boost and make it not matter. Like, ooh, another, maybe potentially a shot here from Gavalanche as he goes for a beat. Nez going to throw this one up to Cajanator, who has more. Gets around 1 somehow. I'm not even sure how he got the flip around Tyler there. 3-3 ball game. We've got 2 minutes left. We were at 3-3 in the last game for quite some time and even brought it into overtime with that exact score. So we'll see if we go into another overtime with this exact score or if one of these players just wants to take matters into their own hands in regulation. Cajanator goes as third, gets a good touch. Gavalanche up, goes missing. Nez maybe able to get a touch down there. Not a bad touch actually from him, but unfortunately no one else able to commit for a shot. Tyler with a shot, but Nez with a good job to get in the way. A shot coming in, great save there from Nez. Akron playing some pretty consistent defense right now. Good demo from Nez as Gavalanche was able to maybe get a shot on there if he wasn't killed. I haven't said Busy's name in a while. It's been a lot of Cajanator and Nez on the back line as Nez goes again. As talented, I'm looking for... this one's just going to fall in. Cajanator slots it perfectly bottom left. A touch off Gavalanche and just recognizing that it's wide open. Tyler with no boost to get back. And honestly, again, Tyler had a lot of that net covered. That was an excellent job from Cajanator to put it as bottom left as you can with still some speed so that Tyler wasn't able to get it. Busy now with a chance to show off his mechanical ability, which we know he has. Cajanator goes for a demo on last, and he gets it. Nez there for the cleanup. Perfect play from Akron. I'm sure they calmed this. Cajanator saying he's going high, going for the last guy, and Nez able to challenge as that shooter and just get a perfect... It doesn't even need... I mean, any shot works there. Their last was dead. This might be a problem. Never mind. Busy able to get that save. 40 seconds left. Akron doing a good job building this lead to 2. Gavalanche just a little bit awkward now. Doesn't really know what to do, but somehow still gets it past 2 players. And that just doesn't seem possible. Scoring a goal there just doesn't seem possible if you're Gavalanche. He was awkward as hell. No one wanted to go, so he gets to touch around 2, and Busy just touched it right back to him. I mean, Gavalanche is just imposing his will. Shout out Zoms if he's watching. Imposing his will on this game. Like, he was literally just awkward with no boost. Was randomly touching the ball and somehow still turned it into a goal. Surely he doesn't score again, right? I mean, this would just be a masterclass. A great touch mid, though, from Gavalanche to his teammates. 20 seconds left, 15 seconds left. Baltimore, they need something here. They found a miracle to get it to 4. Do they have another one in them? That one almost in, but not. 5 seconds. Tyler with a touchdown field. Gavalanche's clean beat. Core with the last opportunity. Nez pre-jumping because he knows he has to go high, and that will do it. Let's give a GG's to everybody in there as Akron taking down Baltimore in 4 games. 3-1 final scores or series score. A 5-4 score in game 4 here. Excellent job from them as they are probably going to be able to pass. Let me actually just confirm 1 second that the standings were as I thought they were. Yep, Baltimore was in 10th and Akron was in 11th. So they're going to probably pass them, which is huge, jumping up a spot. Maybe they'll even jump up a couple spots. So a massive, massive win for Akron. Nez, good job for you, buddy. You stepped in. You played great. I'm interested to see if the guys think that you'll be the answer going forward. I talked to you just a little briefly. You seem like a dope guy, so excited to see if you're a part of our franchise for longer. But that's going to be it from me. That's the end of the night. Thanks for tuning in to some CSA Week 5 action, and we will see you guys next time.